welcome to another sort of video, not song lesson, guitar lesson, but hopefully an inspiring video that will help you pick up a guitar shape. We're looking at the top 10 guitar riffs in the world, or at least my top 10 guitar riffs in the world. And the idea of this is I want you guys to suggest, it doesn't have to be 10, it could just be 1, it could be 50, it doesn't really matter, but I want to know what is your favourite guitar riff in the world ever, that you've ever heard. And basically the riff that receives the most votes in 3 weeks will receive a free guitar lesson from me. Now, why is Smoke on the Water my favourite? Well, it's basically quite simple. A simple riff can be played by other people, and it can be enjoyed by other people as well if you can play it reasonably easily. And this is probably the easiest, catchiest, simplest riff in my list. Now, the reason I chose this one is basically because I love the way he combines two arpeggios. It's all based on the A minor and the G major chord, and then it's highlighted with the rhythm guitar at the end, really powering through. It's such a powerful riff, and it's something that's instantly recognisable within the first 3 notes. The way it's played with the palm muting and the choice of notes, instantly recognisable, and that's why I chose Ain't Talking About Love. Okay, I had to put it in here. I'm not sure if I like the riff because I've heard it too many times, but when I first heard it, I really liked the riff, and I think it's instantly something that people want to learn. It's a little bit more difficult than your basic riff, your basic lick, like the Deep Purple one, so it challenges guitarists and makes them think about their sort of playing and technique a little bit more than just the basic riffs.
No stairway. Denied.
Now, while we're talking about very overplayed riffs, this probably takes the biscuit for the most played riff, which is why I threw it in there as well as my top 10. When I first picked up a guitar, it was this tune that inspired me to practice and to play for 2 weeks straight, trying to learn this tune. And after 2 weeks, I was clumsily able to play the fingerpicking part, which is why I put this in here, because it had a special meaning to me, because it motivated me to play guitar. So next time you're in a guitar shop, whap out the Stairway to Heaven. It's something that we've all got to do if you're a guitarist, because it's just one of those things. Okay, Purple Haze, I put this in here because it's one of the Hendrix riffs that for me is very unusual when you sort of pick it out. The first 2 notes that you listen to, again instantly recognisable, but aren't anything to do with the riff in terms of the key. It's in a completely different key, it's in B flat instead of in B. And that's really unusual. And then the riff itself, the jumps within it, you know, it's not going... It's not ascending and descending, it's jumping all over the place on the guitar, and it's actually quite difficult to learn because of that. That is a cool sign of a cool riff. Someone that mixes it up a bit, doesn't do what everyone else was doing at the time, something a little bit different, a little bit, you know what I mean. Now, when we're talking about riffs, how could I not have a metal guitar tune in here? Classic metal with Metallica, Enter Sandman. Great tune, I love the chugging riff, and it's got a sort of dark... I've never really seen a metal band use the tritone so well. That flat 5, that note over the root, pretty dissonant, but it works in the context of this riff. It works brilliantly because it resolves instantly to that low E. Absolutely brilliant. And again, it's instantly recognisable. The moment you hear the first 4 notes, you know it's Metallica, and that is important for being in my top 10. Okay, next one. This was obviously thrown in there because I think I've taught this one more than any other riff. People really want to learn this one, and everyone gets stuck with the for about a good 2 or 3 weeks. That little bend going into it. Great little touch. If it was just a descending pentatonic riff, it wouldn't have entered into the greatest riff in the world. But that little juicy bend, yeah, you know what I mean when you hear that little bend. Okay, a new one to most lists, plug it in baby. And again, that's a good sign of a good riff, something that is unique to a band or a guitarist. That one, he's taken a very simple exercise of ascending in chords and made it his own. That is pretty cool, and that's why I put it in there. Well, Hendrix has already appeared once, but he had to appear again for the Voodoo Child. It's another riff that many people want to learn, and it's got so many subtleties to it to get it right. It's not just a case of playing the notes, it's also the little trills, the little bends, all of that good stuff, all within one riff. It's a very cool riff where you can literally just play it as notes, or build it up into a really powerful riff with lots of little, you know, subtleties and nuances. It's very, very good. Okay, the final one, and it's a real highlight of anyone who has poor bending technique, is Parisian Walkways. I hear this wailing sometimes when you're not quite hitting the target notes. I gave it my best shot, but I might not be hitting the target notes because the bends have to be so precise, and the vibrato there's a lot of delicacy in this riff, but it's instantly recognizable, and it's one that people will want to play when they hear it because the guitar is the focus of the track. Okay, and that's it guys. So now it's your turn. I would like you to post your comments below and tell me what you think is the best riff in the world. The riff that receives the most votes, I will do a free guitar lesson on in 3 weeks time. So 3 Sundays time, you can check back and you'll get a free guitar lesson on how to play it. Super appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the subscribe button if you're not already a member. Really appreciate all the support. If you can rate the video, that would be awesome as well, and I'd really appreciate it. If not, don't worry about it. It's totally up to you. Have an awesome week, guys. I'll see you next Sunday, and enjoy the discussion and the debate below on what is the greatest riff in the world, in your opinion. Catch you guys next Sunday.